What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Locked In Baseball podcast. I'm William Lock, and joining me as he does for every single episode is Luis Barranco. Luis, how you doing on this fine Labor Day Monday morning?
Had it. It is officially September. How are we doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Where's this accent coming from?
Summer's over as Earth, Wind, and Fire. Do you remember? It is time. We are in the business portion of the MLB season. We're officially in the fall, officially bonfire weather coming up here soon. It's a great time to be alive. How are we feeling? I mean, you were at the baseball game this weekend. College football's back. I mean, we got to start off the pod and get a little bit of college football talk after the weekend that was in college football.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why we got to write off summer the second it hits Labor Day. Like, give me a few more weeks of nice weather. Yeah, I mean, college football, fun weekend, I guess. I watched the big games, didn't watch as much as I normally do. I was locked in on the baseball this weekend, and I was obviously going up and down to Rate Field, beautiful Rate Field in the South Side. So did watch on Saturday, watch Michigan, watch Texas, watched what was that other game? A little bit of the LSU one. I watched the very end of that, but that was simultaneously during the Michigan game. So didn't watch last night. I guess there's one more game today, so we'll see.
Yeah, you missed a barn burner last night. It was an incredible game. Carson Beck's going to win the Heisman this year, or he's going to be in the front runners for the Heisman. Miami football is officially back. I don't know. You missed the best game of the weekend. You see the catch last night?
I saw the catch. I don't know. I mean, it's Miami. They'll come up short like they always do.
We beat the sixth best team in the country
in the preseason poll.
It still matters. It's number 6. I'm telling you, just wait. Carson Beck's playing good ball. I mean, I can't stand. No offense to Michigan fans, but Michigan fans, the glaze on Bryce Underwood right now is ridiculous. Right now,
okay.
I understand he's good. He's just a freshman, but the glaze is getting like let's relax here. You know,
stay on that side. Stay on that side.
I'm a believer.
Stay on that side. Stay on that side.
I'm saying I'm a believer, but it's just that you can't talk about any other quarterback other than Bryce Underwood on Twitter or any all my Michigan fans like, oh, this guy looks good. And he was like, oh, but Bryce Underwood. You literally said that this weekend, and I was like, dude, he's not even draft eligible. He's like 19.
He's 18. Turned 18 this month, or I guess August, last month now. It's already September, man. September 1st. We got a week or a month left of baseball.
It is a month left of baseball. I mean, Ohio State got the W this weekend. Surprisingly, we forgot about that one. They got the W against Texas. But
looked like two pretty mid teams to me.
I mean, those are 2 stout defenses to me. I mean,
okay. I mean, there's no team that stands above the rest this season.
Oh, Miami was great last night. How do you not watch that game? But
I mean, I guess Miami stands above the rest, or sorry, Alabama stands above the rest for being terrible.
Hey, how many weeks are you giving Kalen DeBoer?
His buyout's like $70 million. I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of money that could be going to NIL that you're just going to have to pay a dude to not coach your football team. That's the new era we live in where these guys, I don't know if they're just going to get fired willy-nilly because that's a lot of money. It's a big buyout. It's a big contract.
Is Auburn football back as well? Are they back? I mean, that Friday night game, are they back? Is this the year?
Taylor? Probably not. We'll see.
I mean, hey, we'll be boots on the ground here in a month, so we'll see. I mean, they might just need Juan Soto to buy out Alabama Kalen DeBoer. You know?
Yeah, that's 1 year salary for Juan Soto, about $70 million. So
we're close to 1 year, but regardless, make sure you guys, as we always begin with this podcast, make sure you guys make sure you follow us on X and Instagram. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. We're trying to get to 150 subscribers on YouTube by the end of the year. So hit that follow button. And, without further ado, you ready to talk some baseball? I mean, we have about 26 to 27 games left for many teams. I mean, there were some games that were literally on steroids yesterday.
Yeah, we got 4 full weeks of baseball left, and then playoff time. So yeah, we're doing Yankee in review. We're doing August team of the month. We're doing MLB Weekend in review on this podcast, typical podcast, except we do have that team of the month. So yeah, Fun weekend. Couple big series. Not the biggest weekend, I would say. I think there's some really big series kicking off today that we're gonna have to watch and this week. And obviously we'll get into what the Yankees are looking like the rest of the season. But yeah, it was a fun weekend. Like I said, I was at 3 games, 3 of the 4 at Rate Field. So I was watching a lot of baseball this weekend in person.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So I know Wrigley, you Chicagoans, did I say it right?
Yeah, Chicagoans.
You Chicagoans take the L to Wrigley.
Mhm.
If you live in the city, if you're living like in Winnetka or Forest or somewhere out there, um, you drive in. But how do you get to Rate Field? Do you take the train or it's a commuter stadium?
I take the L. There's the green line goes right to it from my apartment, so easy. And then you can also take the red line, which goes a little bit closer too. So you actually have 2 options in terms of L lines to take versus Wrigley. It's just the red line. So
Yeah, I mean, okay. I just had to make sure of that. I mean, how was so that because everybody talks about Wrigley as one of those stadiums that you take the subway, just like Yankee
mhm.
Stadium, just like the Mets Stadium. I mean, the Mets Stadium is right next to U.S. Open, which is going on right now. So hey, it's a great time to be alive. But let's talk some baseball. Yankee Weekend in review, as we always do in this podcast. We always talk about the Yankees Weekend in review with a resident Yankee fan, Mr. William Locke. This weekend, the New York Yankees had a 4-game set against the Chicago White Sox down in the south side of Chicago. The Yankees won 3 out of 4 this weekend, winning on Thursday 10-4. Will Warren pitched 5 strong, 0 earned, 3 strikeouts with homers from Trent Grisham, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Cody Bellinger. Anthony Volpe had a multi-hit game, so let's clap it up and
Volpe had a good week. He had a good weekend. I mean,
had a great weekend. I mean, with
yeah,
that,
he had an error in this
and
game though on Thursday.
I mean Trent Grisham had a homer, which matched the MLB record for team home runs in a 10-game span, which was 33 by the 1977 Red Sox, 2006 Braves, and 2019 Dodgers. On Friday, Yankees put up another 10 spot, winning 10-2. Carlos Rodon, first start against his old ball club down at guaranteed rate. He played 7 seasons with the White Sox, and then he played with I believe it was the Twins, correct? No, it wasn't
Giants.
the Giants. So he pitched 6 strong, 1 earned, 5 strikeouts. Trent Grisham with homer 28. Anthony Volpe with homer 19. Jazz is now at the 25-25 season, which is the 6th Yankee to accomplish that feat. Yankees have now a 6-game winning streak. Then Saturday, I watched this game live. Yankees came back winning 5-3 in 11. I mean, a tough game coming for the Yankees. Cam Schlittler pitched 6 innings strong, 1 earned, 8 strikeouts. Shane Smith, 6 1/3, 2 earned, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Aaron Judge with a homer, 42, and Austin Wells, 19. Bednar pitched a shutdown 10th inning. He went for 2 innings strong with 0 earned. Yankees scored 3 in the 11th. Bellinger with an RBI. Jazz with an RBI double, and Volpe with an RBI double. Camilo Doval came and closed the door. And then yesterday's game, the White Sox won 3-2. Luis Gil, 5 1/3, 2 earned, 7 strikeouts. And Aaron Judge, homer 43. Colson Montgomery, homer 15. But then Luis Sosa took a sinker down middle in the zone to make it 3-2 in the 8th, and it was the difference in this game. Aaron Judge hit homer career number 358, which matches Yogi Berra for 5th in franchise history. William, let's talk about the weekend. You were there. Give me your news and thoughts. How are we feeling?
Yeah, the first 2 games, blowouts. You feel great. Lineup is banging. Then you face probably the Sox 2 best pitchers on Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday it was Shane Smith, who looked really good. I thought he looked really good. I think that's a piece that the White Sox have moving forward that they can be excited about. Should get Rookie of the Year votes. And then on Sunday, Martin Perez, who's falling under the radar this year, but he's had a good season. 2.16 ERA for him. He went 6 innings, 2 earned, giving up a home run to Judge. He was good. He was good. So, the 2 games you face their better pitching, you struggle a little bit more. It was good to come out and win the close game on Saturday. Some good situational hitting in the 11th. Just, blue pits. It doesn't have to be home runs every time. It was just Bellinger blue pit, Jazz blue pit, Volpe blue pit, and boom, you're winning by 3 runs. That was a little refreshing to see. Sunday was a tough loss. I obviously was at that game. Tight game. Like Luis Gil is just not inspiring confidence in me anymore. And I don't think he can be I think Schlittler has passed Gil as the second best, or I guess as the best right-handed pitcher in this rotation right now. I just feel like Gil is really struggling to locate and falling behind in counts a lot. On Sunday he was 17 for 23 in first pitch strikes, and he finished with only 2 walks. I just feel like he's not really locating the slider as well as I would like him to. And how many starts has it been for him? It's been 6 starts so far this season. He hasn't been great. 3.68 ERA. It's really a month full of work, month's work under his belt since coming back from the injured list. It's another month of him building up in September, but you wish they got the sweep, but 6-1. Look, Boston just lost a series against the Pirates, so 6-1 is a successful week for me.
I mean, my biggest thing is, okay, you got to beat up on the bad teams. And what do I always say on podcasts? Good teams win series, great teams sweep. And I mean, you're playing the Chicago White Sox, which, no offense to the White Sox fans, they're one of the worst teams in the majors right now.
It's facts. I think they have the second worst record. Can't even deny it.
You got to win. And if you look at the schedule coming up, I mean, I understand that, and we're going to talk about it later. Toronto's not playing good baseball right now. Toronto's been very up and down as of late. Boston hasn't been playing great. Just lost a series, like I said, to Pittsburgh. But let's look at the Yankees' upcoming schedule. They play 3 in Houston, starting tomorrow. So great day off today. Cool. They get 3 in Houston. Then they get 3 back at home versus Toronto. And then they play Detroit, another 3, and then they get another 3 versus Boston. That is a 12-game stretch that is season-defining. If you don't win at least 7 to 8 games, you're heading into that last 2 weeks of baseball against Minnesota, Baltimore, the White Sox, and you're just there's no confidence. I mean, if you're able to go 7-5 or 8-4 this next 2 weeks, you could put yourself in the mix for 1, winning the wild card for sure, and 2, potentially catching Toronto for the division. And I mean, I think it's very important for the team to get home field advantage. Again, I feel this is a team that is fragile. You do need them to have home field advantage because of this fragility. I don't see this team going on the road to an environment like a Toronto in the playoffs and winning. I can just see it being a comedy shop of errors going. Again, Houston, for as not great as they've been playing as well. Also, they are a deeper ball club than the Yankees, and they have put it together. And we know how the Yankees struggle with good teams. So I really do feel like every win kind of matters. And if you could have gone into the week 2.5 back of Toronto, it makes the catch easier. Thankfully, it's looking like for the next couple of days, the Detroit series, it's looking like they're going to avoid Scooble. So that's a positive because we know the Yankees cannot hit anybody that is elite or good at pitching this season. It's just the truth. So, I mean, like I said, I can't stress this enough. The season comes down to these next 2 weeks. I don't care about anything else. I mean, they made their grave, and it's now time to see if they're going to get out of this grave.
Yeah, I mean, look, every win counts the same on the season. You don't get 2 wins for beating the Red Sox and 2 wins for beating the Astros. Like every win is one mark in the win column. Every loss is one loss, 1 mark in the loss column. And it's easy to lose sight of that over the course of 162 when you are losing against all the good teams. But the Yankees have a clear opportunity to change the vibe of this whole season if they do well over the next 2 weeks. And if they do poorly, they're probably falling out of the division race. They'll be a wild card team because I don't see them falling out of the playoffs. They'll be a wild card team. And then they have a 2-week stretch where they play a bunch of bad teams toward the end of the season. And you can still make up ground playing those games. I mean, look how much ground the Yankees made up last week against the Nationals and the White Sox going 6-1. So I know the next 2 weeks are very important, but it's not the end of the world if they go 500 or if they go a little bit below 500. Like, yes, it is important to win these games, but all of the wins count the same. Like nothing that happens in September affects what happens in October.
But why are we saying this? Why are we saying that? Oh, it's if they go 500, it's all right. Like, it's better to control your own destiny. Like, if you could go do damage yourself, you go ahead. Like it's like hoping is a strategy. I find that strategy to be, I'm sorry, as friends and podcast compadre, I found that strategy to be ludicrous. It's stupid because it's like, oh, okay, we'll just go 500 the next week and then hope that Toronto loses or Boston loses the next 2 weeks versus I don't know. Like, I don't know who they play, but just expect them to lose. Like, no, go take matters into your own hands. Go beat the snot out of them and keep it rolling. Go get in control.
I know you. I'm not saying you don't want to win these games. I'm just saying if you go 500, it's not the end of the world. And look, that 19 or was it 2000 Yankees? They went like 84-77. They weren't that great in the regular season, and they won the World Series. Like, I'm not saying the Yankees are like this team because that team before won a bunch of World Series before 2000. But I'm saying like what happens in the regular season has no effect on what happens in October. You just got to get into the dance, and then playoff baseball is weird. Anything can happen.
I understand, but when you look at this team really lacks that cutting edge. I want to see this next 2 weeks. This team have that, like, it's gonna sound I'm gonna sound boony here, but everything's right in front of them. It's go time. Like, everything's right there for the taking. If you go this weekend and you sweep Toronto, or you take 2 out of 3, you've put the pressure on Toronto to play meaningful baseball. And we haven't seen Toronto, neither Boston either. We haven't seen those 2 teams be teams that have been in a position of the big dog. They haven't. The Yankees are the hunters now. They've been the hunted for a while. Let's see if they can actually have some balls on them and go chase them down. I'm looking at the probables here. I mean, it's going to be tough. I mean, Framber tomorrow for Houston, Wednesday Jason Alexander and Christian Javier on Thursday. You got to win Wednesday and you got to win Thursday.
Jason Alexander shoved last time the Yankees faced him in the Bronx.
Yeah,
it was like 6 scoreless, I think, from him, 7 scoreless.
And this weekend's going to be strength on strength for for Toronto. Toronto has Gausman, Scherzer, and Bassett going up.
You miss Berrios.
Berrios isn't pitching this weekend.
Yeah, you miss him and you miss Bieber, but Scherzer's been better. Gausman had a great start this weekend, so that'll be tough. But you get Schlittler going at home, which is, I think, where you would want him, right? Versus playing in Toronto.
So it's free. So here's the matchups. It's Fried Framber, Warren versus Alexander, Rodon, Javier. Then you got Schlittler, Gausman, Heel, Scherzer, and Fried, Bassett. Like I said,
it's good that you get Fried getting 2 starts this week.
But like I said, is Fried that guy? We this is the week we're going to learn a lot about this team. We're going to learn about this team if they got balls on them. Are they a real? Is what Jazz says? Oh, we're going to win the World Series. We're going to learn about that this weekend.
Yeah, to your point on the home versus away, like the Yankees wanting to get home field advantage, I do agree because there are a lot tougher places to play in the American League playoffs shaping up to be this year in Toronto, Boston, Detroit, but Houston, Seattle potentially. Like those are much tougher places to play than last postseason where it was, Cleveland, Kansas City, Detroit, Houston lost early, so they were kind of out of the picture. Baltimore lost early, so they were out of the picture. But like the Yankees love playing against the American League Central. There's only going to be one Central team in the playoffs this year, so I do think getting that home field advantage is going to be big for the Yankees, as as it always is, but even more so this year based on the opponents. So huge week. To your point, got to win these games. They were wearing their cowboy hats out to the plane. Luis didn't like it for whatever reason. God forbid the boys have some fun.
I mean, you just lost to the freaking White Sox. Like, come on, man. Like, your season has been abysmal. Like, they've literally only played
abysmal. They're 15 games over 500.
They've only played 3 months of baseball. If you want to be honest with me.
How? What do you mean?
They've played all of They played all April and all of May, and then they basically took off June and July, and now they've decided to start playing baseball again.
Well, this is what happens. Like, you're not going to play 10 games over 500 every month.
What do you mean is what happens? It happens every single season with Boone. Stop defending this man. Stop defending these guys.
I'm not defending, but like you can't. You're not going to go 114 and 40 every season like they did.
I'm not saying 100. I'm not saying 114.
So you're going to have some months where it's like 500 baseball and not
but can you beat good teams? Can you beat good teams like the Red Sox that you're clearly better on with talent wise? Can you beat good baseball teams and not then the bullpen not shove up games like they've MLB leading shoving baseball games? Like, come on, let's get real. This team hasn't been good enough. Like for everything that we've been built to be, they have not been good enough.
I mean,
and you just had lost to the freaking White Sox. Like, please, you
lost one game in a 4-game set. The White Sox beat Toronto in a series this year.
When you're not in the division lead.
I didn't hear this outcry for the White Sox when the Blue Jays lost a series to them.
Because the Blue Jays ain't crap. I want to say
they're in first place in the division, so I don't know what to tell you.
They're not coming out. I will guarantee you, if the Blue Jays come out of the AL, I will not do the World Series podcast.
Okay.
They are not getting out. It's
okay. All right. Right now, as things stand, the playoffs, Yankees would be hosting a wild card series against Boston, and if they were to win that, they would play in Detroit for the DS, and obviously
and that's great because
that's a great route.
And that's a great route. You know what's going to happen right now?
They lose.
They're going to lose to Boston. We're going to have Rodon blow up a start. It's going to be Severino shades of 2017 again. And we're going to come on podcast while I'm in LA. And you're like, this freaking team, I can't believe I believed in this team. I can't believe I thought this team was good enough. We were shipped this good dream. And now we don't know what's going to be next year. And it's the same thing. Cashman out, Boone out.
Crochet would probably pitch a perfect game.
Crochet would pitch 8 strong, 1 earned. Judge is going to go 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. I'm telling you, that's the script.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm trying to pull up the Yankees. Yankees are 500. Yankees are 500 against teams greater than 500.
Yes, but that is not for a team that wants to be in a World Series and say they're going to win the World Series. That is not World Series good.
Can you guess? The Yankees are 37-37 against teams above 500. Can you guess the Red Sox record?
The Red Sox record? I think they're a little bit better.
36-36.
Well,
the Tigers, 36-33.
Tigers have been regressing to the mean. And
Houston, 37-31.
The Tigers do not scare me. I'm more scared of Houston.
Yeah, Houston is 37-31, and Seattle 42-36. So those are 2 teams that are good against teams above 500. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, huge week. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying the sky is not falling if they don't win every single game.
I just hate the strategy that is, if we don't win. No, you have to take control. Take control of the division.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the Toronto series is more important than the Houston series, depending on how things shake out midweek. But you got to win the Toronto series. You have to win that one. At home, feel like, the last 10 series they've played against Toronto have been in Canada. So they finally get them back at home. Take care of business.
but then you'll be down 6 games if you lose a series to Houston because they play the Reds, and the Reds have been playing some of the worst baseball of the whole year. Typical Reds baseball. What did I say a couple weeks ago? That will not be fooled by the Reds. That the Reds are going to do these trade deadline moves, and the Reds did something, and they'll come in August and just be awful in August. They lost 6 straight last week.
Yeah, the Reds stink. For a playoff team, they stink. Yeah.
And so it's just like no. Take matters into your own hands. Let's stop with the mentality, this new Gen Z, Gen X, whatever generation we're in mentality. It's like, oh, let it all come. Let's be optimists, meditate, Zen. No. We're not going to take it. Charlotte's Web. We're going to win the series, and that's it.
Okay.
It's go time. It's go time.
All right. It's all right in front of us.
Yeah. Boone needs to hire me or hire us to be in the locker room and be like, it's all right in front of us.
We just start saying Boone quotes. It's all right in front of us, guys.
Boonisms.
When we get mad, it can't have that. That's his go-to. Can't happen. It can't happen.
It can't have that. No, it can't have that. Can't happen.
Can't have that. But you'll be in the lineup tomorrow morning. Don't worry.
And then he always has his hat on. He's like, can't have that.
It can't happen. But don't worry, he'll be in the lineup tomorrow. All right, let's move into the not June. Geez, my months are all messed up. The August team of the month for Major League Baseball. So we came together and picked our squad. I think Luis loves the player of the month, the hitter of the month. But let's start at catcher, and it was actually close between 2 players, William Contreras and Shea Langoliers, but we gave it to Mr. Shea Langoliers. Whoa, big moan from Luis there. Big moan.
I did not moan at all.
I heard it.
I didn't do anything.
It had to be addressed. Just so the listeners aren't a little bit uncomfortable.
I agree with Mr. Langoliers. Like I said, I've been pumping the Shea Langoliers TUSA hype. I mean, Cal Raleigh has just become a glorified Joey Gallo by Seattle Mariners fans right now in the past 30 days. Only thing dude is hit home runs, but Shea Langoliers is a complete hitter. And like I said, we gave a lot of flack to the A's with these trades when they traded away Olsen and they traded away Sean Murphy. But it looks like that team's looking really good for the future. And especially next year when they go to Vegas and have that series in Vegas, you could see a glimpse of the future. But it looks really nice for them.
Yeah. He hit 284 with 11 home runs and a 157 WRC plus as from the catcher position last month. Cal Raleigh hit 173 in August. So yikes. But he did hit 8 home runs. Cal Raleigh did. Anyway, good month from William Contreras too. He had 9 home runs and a 156 WRC plus. Our first baseman, another athletic, Nick Kurtz is our first baseman of the month. He hits 329 with a 471 OBP, crazy, 180 WRC plus, with only 4 home runs. So it was a lot of doubles, extra base hits. Honorable mentions: Jared Triolo from Pittsburgh hit 315, pretty good. Freddie Freeman hit 310 with 7 home runs, but we're giving it to Nick Kurtz as he continues to just mash baseballs. He had a 1008 OPS, which led first baseman on the month. Rafael Devers hit 9 home runs, and Vinny Pasquantino hit 10 home runs, but their numbers just weren't quite as good as Nick Kurtz. So another A. Like I said, they've been playing good baseball this month. Any thoughts on that one?
Nah, I mean, Nick Kurtz has been playing great baseball. I mean, rookie of the year for the American League.
One of the best rookie seasons in recent memory, to be honest, from a hitter.
Team USA?
He's got an argument. There's so many good first basemen, though.
Who?
And the politics play into it. Harper, Alonso, and that they probably don't take 3 first basemen. Harper can play outfield or DH. I don't think the Phillies are going to want him. Yeah, he could DH, but I don't know. It's an interesting thought. Second base, this one was easy, actually. Bryce Terang hit 343, led all second basemen by a wide margin with a 200 WRC plus and a 1.9 F4. He was really, really good. 10 home runs from Terang, 24 ribbies. Yeah, he was He was the full package. 1093 OPS on the month. So again, he's always been one of my favorite players. Ever since I saw him, I think it was rookie year in Wrigley, just making good plays at second. So easy pick for that position. Third base, we're going with Junior Caminero, 262 average, but he had 12 home runs in the month. And now he's like, I think second or third in single season Rays franchise history in home runs for a season. He finished with a 153 WRC plus and a 1.2, yep, F4, which is tied for first among all third basemen. So easy pick there. Honorable mentions, I'd say Jazz, even though he's not a third baseman anymore, but they have him listed here. He's a second baseman. But Jazz had 8 home runs, 11 stolen bases, but he only hit 217. And Michael Garcia hit 290. Blaze Alexander had 7 home runs too, from Arizona. And Colson Montgomery, more of a shortstop, but he had 10 homers. And then our shortstop, we gave it to Francisco Lindor, the Puerto Rican shortstop for the Mets. He hit 350 with a 2.0 F4, 182 WRC plus, 6 home runs, 9 stolen bases. He was kind of the runaway. There are a couple others that we'll mention, Bobby Witt and Trey Turner. Trey Turner is on our team later. And Bo Bichette hit 367 in August, which is crazy. And left field, I'll let Luis take this one because it's your boy. It's our hitter of the month.
He's the best player in the National League. Cheaper than Juan Soto, cheaper than Shohei Ohtani. It is Jacob Marcy.
Yeah, Jacob Marcy hit 352, 4 home runs, 9 stolen bases. He led all of baseball in F4 in the month with 2.1. He had a 189 WRC plus. The OPS on the month was 1058, which led left fielders. Like, dude was incredible in August. Incredible. So shout out to him. He's our hitter of the month.
Have you seen his advanced metrics too?
On Savant?
Yeah, like his swing in the zone is everything's like he's Juan Soto.
The only thing I don't like about him is he spells his name with a K and not a C. It looks kind of weird. He went to Central Michigan.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's a Michigander.
Yeah,
you gotta support. He's from Dearborn, Michigan. You gotta support your fellow Midwesterners, William.
Yeah, he's. I mean, on the season, 352, 1059 OPS, and you're right. Like the Savant page, he's not qualified yet because he doesn't have enough at bats, but it's a lot of red. The only thing that's not red is bat speed, barrel percentage, and strikeout rate. But everything else looks really good. His expected batting average is 306, which is
he's good.
He's really good. I mean, maybe they got something. Obviously, he'll struggle at some point just because it's baseball, but good start to his career.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think? He's just going to hit 350 his whole career?
Not 350. He'll hit 315, 330.
Right.
He's loose. Okay.
Crazy.
Whatever.
Brenton Doyle. Either way, he's a great player. Brenton Doyle is our center fielder. 344 batting average, 165 WRC plus, and a 1.3 F4. He hit 7 homers out of the center field spot in the month of August. And our honorable mentions: Grisham, 10 homers from him. Joe Adell, 9 homers from him. Obviously, Michael Harris, he did fall off a little bit at the second half of the month, but he had 8 homers and hit 311 with a 142 WRC plus. So that is that. And then right field is, I mean, you got to give it to Juan Soto, 182 WRC plus, 10 homers, 11 stolen bases. He just decided to steal bases all of a sudden. 277 batting average. So right field is Soto, DH, Ohtani, kind of goes without saying. 7 homers on the month for him, 306 average, led OPS among DHs. And then our utility guy, not necessarily a utility guy because he's a shortstop, but someone we had to include in the team, Trey Turner. He was very good this month as well. Mentioned him a little bit earlier. So yeah, that's our hitting lineup. You want to take the pitchers?
Yeah, let's get these pitchers. Pitcher of the month, Trevor Rogers. He's been electric. It's looking like that Rogers for Stabber's trade's looking pretty even right now. Then you got Cade Horton, Hurston Waldrop with the nasty splitter. Got to watch him a little bit last night before the Miami game started last night with against the Philadelphia Phillies. He had a great start last night. Clayton Kershaw as well. the timeless gem, and Cam Schlittler. His stuff is pretty electric. I mean, it's just consistency for me with Schlittler. Relievers, Aroldis Chapman, congratulations. He's gotten paid. He's pretty much been unhittable in the month of August, literally. Raciel Iglesias and Abner Uribe to wrap it up.
Yeah, Chapman, 12 appearances in August. And I don't think he 0.00 ERA. Crazy. 8 saves, 11 innings pitched. And then Iglesias, 10 saves. 10 saves in August for Raciel. And yeah, Kershaw had like a 1.88 ERA, so timeless wonder.
Timeless wonder indeed. William, you want to get into the week that was in the majors?
Let's do it.
Let's wrap around the major leagues this weekend. Let's start in Washington. Tampa versus the Nats. Rays got the sweep. Rays won on Friday 4-1. Nats go 0 for 12 with runners in scoring position. But Williams says to be fair, there was a diving catch and a horrible strike 3 call, but Rays still won the game. Brandon Lau hit homer 27. Peter Fairbanks saved number 23. Saturday, Ryan Pepio got the dub. Rays won 4-1. Pepio went 5 strong, 0 earned, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Josh Lau had a 2-homer game going to 9 on the season. Brian Baker saves. And then Sunday, they won 7-4. Brandon Lau with the grand slam, and Ian Seymour had a 5-inning strong, 1 earned, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk outing. What are we feeling about this series?
I'm feeling very little, except the Nationals are really bad. They finished 9-19 in August. And the Rays, they played 500 ball in August, 13-13. They just had a really bad July, and that tanked their season. They went 7-18 in July. Otherwise, I mean, it was 14-16 in March and April, but then 16-12 in May, 17-10 in June, and they just cratered in July. And that's just gonna tank their season, unfortunately. But not much from this one, to be honest. Kind of an NPC series.
I'm going to combo these next 2 series up because they're in relation to each other. William, what do you think I'm going to combine with 2 series? I'm going to combine
Brewers, Toronto, Cubs, Colorado.
Nope.
Red Sox, Pirates, Cleveland. I don't know. Just tell me.
All right, we're going to talk some Arizona versus Dodgers series. For the first one, Diamondbacks took 2 out of 3. Friday, they won 3-0. Zach Gallen went 6 strong, 0 earned, 8 strikeouts. And then Blake Snell, 5 1/3, 3 earned, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. Gave up a homer. 5 out of his 8 runs since coming back from the IL have been via the homer. Blaze Alexander hit the homer. Dodgers only got 3 hit. Saturday, Diamondbacks won 6-1. Glasnow gave up 3 in 7 strong with 6 strikeouts, allowing 1 homer. Eduardo Rodriguez went 6 strong, 0 earned, 4 strikeouts, with Corbin Carroll hitting a homer, who also homered yesterday in Sunday's game, which was a bonanza game. Dodgers ended up winning 5-4. Ruined a beautiful start from Yoshinobu Yamamoto with 7 strong, 4 hits, 1 earned, 10 strikeouts. Will Smith ended up pinch hitting and walking it off with a homer. He now has 4 pinch hit walk-off home runs and only stands behind Jason Giambi at 6 for most all-time in MLB history. And then we also want to combine the Padres-Twins series, in which the Twins won the series up in Minnesota. Twins won 7-4 on Friday. Byron Buxton reached the 2020 season for the first time in his career, stealing 3rd base for his first time in his career. Nestor Cortez went 3, giving up 3 earned. Zebby Matthews went 6, gave up 2 earned, 3 strikeouts, and 7 hits. Padres ended up winning on Saturday 12-3. Taj Bradley was great, going 5 strong, 1 earned, 6 strikeouts, and said an interesting comment after the game saying that he started now studying the scouting report this week. So
he wasn't paying attention to scouting reports before then, huh?
I don't know.
It's a bold strategy.
Interesting comment. Nick Pivetta gave up 5, went 5 strong, 3 earned, 6 strikeouts. multi-hit games from Machado, O'Hearn, Laureano, Sheets, Diaz, homers from Laureano, Buxton, Elias Diaz had a 2-homer game. And then
That is
Sunday.
2023 All-Star Game MVP Elias Diaz. Put some respect on his name.
Oh, okay. But Sunday, the Twins won 7-2. Byron Buxton, 2 for 5 homer, 2 RBI. Joe Ryan, 7 strong, 5 hit, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Royce Lewis, 2 for 4, 2 RBI day. It was a bullpen day for San Diego, but a weekend where San Diego could have done a lot of work, could have done a lot of damage to the Dodgers, and with them not having the tiebreaker because of the season series. I mean, tough weekend for San Diego and tough weekend for the Dodgers. They had really good starts from all three of their probably their 3 playoff pitchers. You would agree?
From San Diego, and yeah,
From the Dodgers. Dodgers had Glasnow, Yamamoto, and Snell, while the Padres had Cortez, Pivetta, and a bullpen day. And I mean, it's like I said, it's tough for San Diego not to be able to beat up on this bad Minnesota team, in which Minnesota is not great. Could have done a lot of work making it up the standings.
Yeah, no, it's a lost opportunity for the Padres this weekend against a bad Twins team for sure. And look, I know they got the great bullpen at the deadline, but do they have the starting pitching to get to that bullpen? And what worries me about the Padres in October is their starting pitching, or I would say more so just the bullpen getting taxed, and because they don't really have the length in the rotation, especially when they're going to be going up against, really good teams in the playoffs. Like, do you trust Pivetta, Cease, Darvish to get you 5 innings? And then, you don't want to rely on the top guys in the bullpen every single game in the playoffs. Starting pitching is still extremely important in the playoffs. You want to have that dominant guy, obviously, like a Skubal, Crochet, even what the Dodgers have, and they don't necessarily have one Cy Young candidate, but it's a bunch of really solid pitchers that can get you through 6, 7 innings. I don't know if the Padres have that. And I just feel like once we get to October, those guys are going to get exhausted. The bullpen guys are going to be overworked. And it's also a team that makes a lot of errors. They had errors on Friday and Saturday in this Twin series. They've been playing sloppy defense. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about the Padres heading into the playoffs. This was a weekend that they could have taken advantage of the Dodgers losing 2 of 3 to Arizona, and they decided to lose 2 of 3 to the Twins, one of the, worst teams in the league. They left meat on the bones.
Also, Xander Bogaerts went to the IL. You see that injury?
I actually didn't. What was the injury?
Fracture.
Oh, he's done.
Yep.
He broke his foot.
He did.
After this, I mean, that's got to be out for the season at this point.
Hopefully they get a left foot fracture. So,
are they saying anything about a return?
Hopes to return by the end of the season.
I mean, of course he hopes to. That sucks. I mean, he was, non-displaced fracture. Mike Schilt, he's a tough guy. It could always be worse, but it could always be better.
Sounds like a headline that comes out during the NFL season. Oh, Buddy has a broken foot, but he's played through it. Yeah.
Phil said he didn't want to put a timetable on Bogaerts' recovery, but said he was encouraged that the medical team doesn't think it will be a season-ending injury. That, of course, is open-ended since the Padres' goal is to play deep into the playoffs. Well, that's not good. I mean, who's filling in at short? Who played short yesterday? Oh, Jose Iglesias played short all weekend for them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Cronenworth had a ball go straight through his legs in one of these games. I think that was the Friday game, and that allowed some runs to score for the Twins.
Tough scenes, but shout out Joe's Twins.
Yeah, shout out to Joe's Twins. I mean, I guess one positive for San Diego is the trade deadline acquisitions have been good for them. But shout out to Joe's Twins. I hope they can give the Yankees 3 nice wins later this month.
Yeah.
Yep.
Baltimore, San Francisco. San Francisco took 2 out of 3. San Francisco's bats came alive, putting up 15-8 on Friday. Dom Smith splash hit 107 in San Francisco Giant history. Giants have homered in 12 straight games. Orioles won 11-1. Trevor Rogers went 7 strong, 1 earned, 5 strikeouts. Sammy Basallo hit his first homer. Also, Willie Adames homered, keeping the streak alive of 13 straight and now 14 straight. As yesterday, Justin Verlander had a turn back the clock game as the Giants won 13-2. Verlander pitched 5 strong, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 4 walks and 10 strikeouts. Excuse me. Rafi Devers went 3 for 5, 1 walk, 1 homer, 1 RBI. Pretty much this is the series, in my opinion, of 2 teams that have underwhelmed throughout the MLB season that we expected more from.
Yeah, I don't have much from this one. Trevor Rogers continues to be great, and the Giants continue to be right around 500. I feel like Giants are either winning 100 games and winning the World Series or 500. So curious to see, I guess, what they do this offseason, and then nothing from Baltimore.
Rafi Devers in the month of August, 9 home runs, 20 RBIs this month, 291, 1.1. So he's acclimating to that California weather. Probably found his local food, got himself a chef. I mean, that all matters. Maybe he was like Juan Soto. He got his whole family out there.
The Giants did have a good week sweeping. I mean, they've had a good last week and a half, winning that Milwaukee series, sweeping the Cubs, and then winning 2 or 3 against Baltimore. That was a weird series against Baltimore. A bunch of high-scoring games. 15-8, 11-1, 13-2. A lot of runs.
Well, I mean, let's not shut the door with San Francisco. I mean, they are playing pretty good baseball. Like I said, there's 7 out of the last 10. They're only 5 games behind the Mets. I mean, they could make a push for it. I mean, the Mets haven't been playing great baseball as of late. I know, yes, the Mets have been winning some series, but 5 games isn't that much. And there's still a month of baseball left. You say each week they nick 1 to 2 games?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, they just won series against Milwaukee and Chicago. And if you look at their schedule, they got 2 series against Colorado left, 2 series against St. Louis, 2 series against Arizona, and 2 series against the Dodgers, one of which is 4 games. So those will be tough. But other than that, I mean, getting to play the Rockies, Cardinals, and Diamondbacks, they do have the opportunity here to come back in it. I mean, Verlander's looked good his last couple starts. Devers is hitting the cover off the ball. Adames hit a bunch of home runs in August. Maybe it's not over for them. I don't know.
I mean, the Mets got Detroit at Detroit. They got a central block coming up. Well, wow. The Mets are on the road for the next week and a half. Mets go to Detroit, then they go to Cincy. After they play, which is a weird Cincy series where it starts on Saturday. No, never mind. It starts Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Cincy. Then they play Philadelphia for 4, and then they finally come home to play Texas. They get San Diego at home. The Nationals. Then after the Nationals, they go on the road to Chicago, and then they come down to the Marlins.
That's I mean, every single series they play,
except the Nationals.
Except the Nationals are teams that are, I mean, the Marlins too. But I would definitely say the Mets schedule is a lot tougher than what the Giants have the rest of the way. And that last series in Miami, we know that Miami plays well against the Mets. They just won that series 3 or 4.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hey, Fish Files time. Our season may be dead, but we still play strong. You see, the Mets really get me mad because they need to pick on somebody their own size. Like, we are a bigger team than the Mets. We have more World Series than the Mets in the past 25 years. Like, go play your role. We won 3 out of 4. Thursday, 7-4. Homers off Pete Alonso. But we got 3 in the 7th. Marlins win. Then Jonah Tong pitched on Friday. MLB debut. We'll talk about his release. I mean, that could be a Substack article for you. 5 innings strong, 1 earned, 6 strikeouts. Yuri was awful. Didn't even get out of the first inning. Gave up 5 earned, 2 homers. Then we put Tyler Zuber in, who gave up 7 earned. Everybody homered. Then Marlins won 11-8. Edward Cabrera wasn't great, but hey, The Marlins scored 5 in the first, and they keep on winning is what matters. Mets have hit 51 homers in August, which is a franchise record in a month. But the Mets haven't won a game while trailing in the eighth. And then Sunday, Sandy Alcantara went 7 strong, 1 earned, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Jacob Marcy, 2 for 3 with 2 walks. Big Gus, Agustin Ramirez, 2 for 4, 1 homer, 2 RBIs, 1 walk. Bench is cleared after Sandy threw a little bit inside to Mark Vientos. That's what gets me mad. I'm like, Mets, you are in a playoff hunt, and you're coming at us when we're just like chilling. Go pick on somebody here on sides. Like go beat the snot out of us. Like go, and you're not doing so. So you can be letting families in and giving away free boxes. So we know what they are. We know what they are. You
The
know what the
Mets,
Mets, do you know what the Mets are? They're that bully at school that they're always going to pick on the smaller kid. But then when the big kid comes and picks on them, it's like, oh, nah, we good. Like, we're fine.
the Mets and Marlins season series, Jesus, is tied 5-5. And they got a 3-game set to wrap up the season, which could have playoff ramifications written all over it. The Mets have not been good. They have not been good. I mean, they finished the month of August 11-17. 11-17, and they had an under 500 month in June too at 12-15. So, and we just went through their schedule. Like, do you feel good about them making the playoffs? The only thing that is working in their favor is the Reds can't win. But we talked about the Giants looming. The Mets have a 4-game lead over the Reds and a 5-game lead over the Giants.
Which that could change because they play the Reds this week.
Yeah, and they got a tough series to start out the week in Detroit. They do avoid Scooble though, which is huge.
But I think that's everything with Detroit. Do you avoid Scuba or not? I
Yeah.
think that's the thing we're gonna have to keep in mind with Detroit for the rest of the season. If you avoid Scuba, you have a pretty good chance at winning the series. Like, this is no offense to like Detroit, they're a good team, but it's kind of like everybody's question been like, do you avoid Scuba? I think the biggest question is, do you play at 7 o'clock on FS1 or on Fox or on ESPN? Because you know if you are, Scuba's 100% starting. Because for some reason, I don't know, it seems like this year, every single Tigers national broadcast, Scuba's pitching.
Yeah, I did kind of notice that too. Like what's it's the question of what starting pitcher do you feel confident in outside of Scooble in that rotation? Flaherty's been so up and down this season. Like, he's either seven innings, 2 earned runs, or he's going like 4 with 5 earned. And then Morton had a couple.
Yeah.
Morton had a couple. Yeah, Morton had a couple good starts, but is that a playoff guy you're going to trust to start a game 2 or game 3? Casey Mize, Paddock's been fine since coming over since Minnesota, but it's like Scooble is the dude, of course, and any team would kill to have Scooble as their game 1 starter, but it's a question of what they have behind him. I take Boston's 2 through 4 in the rotation over what Detroit has. I'd even take the Yankees. I would certainly take Houston's. Seattle, I would take theirs. Toronto, I would take theirs. So I think that's a concern with Detroit, is who's going to step up behind Scooble in that rotation when they make October and in the playoffs.
And let's talk about that series. They took 2 out of 3 out of Kansas City. They won Friday 5-3. Paddock only went 3 2/3, gave up 3 earns and 2 homers. Riley Green had 2 RBIs and became the first Tiger since Nick Castellanos to have 100 RBIs, which was back in 2017. Royals won 3-1 on Saturday, and Bobby Witt became the first player in MLB history to have a 20-30 season in his first 4 MLB seasons.
I mean,
has a hit streak extended to 18 games. And then Scooble shut it down, going 7 yesterday, 2 walks, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, 5-0. My question is, have we overestimated how good Detroit is?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. I mean, they started out the season so hot, 19-12 in March and April, 19-9 in May, 15-11 in June. They played potentially their best baseball of the season in the first 3 months. And it's like, you look at that lineup. Does that lineup scare you in October compared to what the other teams have in the American League?
That's been our whole commentary this whole year. So
if we're power ranking units, if we're power ranking bullpens, if we're power ranking lineups, if we're power ranking rotations, where do the Tigers rank compared to the teams in the American League? it's an interesting thought. I think in the lineup out of the playoff teams, you probably put him last. You'd probably put him last.
Yeah, you do. Remains to be seen. Let's keep it moving. What's
I
up?
wanna give some love to Bobby Witt Jr. because I feel like Bobby Witt's completely. Whoa, another move from Luis.
Oh, I didn't moan. I was just like nothing. I was just.
Yeah, sorry. Bobby Witt, I feel like he's fallen under the radar this year. And, he got the love for MVP last season. And now, everyone's talking about Kyle Raleigh as kind of the dude this year. But look at Bobby Witt. He's third in all of baseball in F4 this season at 6.7. The batting average, 296, which is down from the 332 he had last year. But he leads the American League in doubles. He has a 136 OPS plus, 853 OPS. Stolen bases, he has 34, which has more stolen bases than he did last year already. 20 home runs. And like you said, he is, what was that stat? He's he's the first player in MLB history to have a 20 home run, 30 stolen base season in his first 4 Major League Baseball seasons. This is like he is a generational talent. And I feel like what the White Sox or what the Royals are doing so well is they're building around him. They're investing in the team, extending Lugo and making moves like that to where they might not make the playoffs this year, but I think they have a good future, obviously, with him at the helm and them actually spending money to realize, hey, we have one of the best players in the league. Let's try to invest in our team and make this, continue this run. And it might not happen this year, but he's been great. And I feel like everyone's just talking about Raleigh and not talking about him. So got to give him a shout out. I know the numbers are down from last year, but I mean, last year he finished second in MVP voting, won a Gold Glove and a Silver Slugger. So, and obviously he's playing great defense again this year. Like he's one of the best defensive shortstops in all of baseball, with a 20 outs above average, which is just ridiculous. Like he's a 5-tool player. We talk about like top 5-tool players in the league. Bobby Witt has to be in that conversation.
Yeah.
Who do you take, PCA or Bobby Witt? To
Bobby Witt.
Yeah. I mean, ask that question 3 months ago. Conversation might be a little different.
Yeah. PCA has been awful, and we'll talk about that later. But the St. Louis Cardinals take 2 out of 3 this weekend. Cardinals win 7-5 on Friday in 10 innings. Reds were out away, getting out the 10th, but Ellie De La Cruz made an error, allowing him to run the score, and then Mason Wynn got a single, making it 7-5. 3 for 5 day, 3 RBI day. Cardinals won 4-2 on Saturday. Wilson Contreras hit 20 homers, which was the first Cardinal to reach 20 homers this season. But then the Reds were able to just salvage the week, winning 7-4 with Austin Hayes going 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, 1 homer. Reds avoids being swept, and they snap a 6-game losing streak. Like we said, Reds have been playing terrible baseball as of late.
Yeah, I mean, this was just a battle of 2 500 teams, honestly, in the Central. I mean, I guess the Cardinals are only 5.5 back, so not over in theory. They play the A's this week.
NPC baseball. They'll be A's will finish them up this week.
Maybe so, A's had a bad weekend.
So yeah, they did have a bad weekend. That was the next year's going to talk about. Rangers sweep them. Rangers won 5-2 on Friday. Jack Leiter went 6 strong, 2 earned, 7 strikeouts. Jonah Heim with a homer. Josh Jung with the 3-hit game. Rangers won Saturday 9-3. Merrill Kelly 6 1/3, 3 earned, 2 strikeouts, allowing 6 hits. Wyatt Langford hit a homer, and Moore hit a home run. Josh Jung and Adolis Garcia 3-hit nights, and then Sunday 9-6. Jacob deGrom, 5 innings strong, 6 strikeouts and a walk, multi RBI days from Josh Jung, Jock Peterson, and Wyatt Langford. Josh Smith 2 for 2, 3 walks and an RBI. I mean, Rangers just a confusing team to me. Like I wish they had a bullpen and had their stuff together earlier in the season.
Yeah, I mean they have been playing so well though. I mean 8-1 in their last 9.
And they did lose Corey Seager and Marcus Semien, potentially both for the rest of the season.
And they're winning, crazy. And they lost Evaldi for the season. They're 2.5 back of Seattle for the wild card. 3 in Arizona, and then 3 versus Houston this week. That's going to be tough. And then, oh my gosh, their schedule is terrible. Arizona, okay, but then it's Houston, Milwaukee, Mets, Houston, Mighty Marlins, and then Twins, Cleveland to wrap up.
Woo!
But that's a brutal stretch from like this weekend through mid-September. So probably not going to happen for them, even though they're only 2.5 back right now.
Yeah. Oh, you know who they're sorry, on a side note, you know who they're advertising here this week for the Marlins series?
No.
The Tigers. The Tigers are coming to town.
Okay.
They're trying to advertise it.
Well, yeah, of course. What are they going to? They don't want people to come to the ballpark?
Yeah, but it's just like out of all series, you're advertising the Tigers. Why not the Mets?
Did you like notice that they didn't advertise before or something?
Exactly. There's a huge billboard, like one of those media billboards for the Tiger series.
Maybe that's weird. And I guess you don't need to advertise for the Mets because everyone from New York comes down or they live there anyway. So
New York South. So
yeah.
Cubs took 2 out of 3 from the Rockies. I mean, Friday, 11-7. Cade Horton went 5 strong, 2 earned, 4 strikeouts. Dansby Swanson had a 2-homer night, getting to 21 homers up on the season. Ian Happ hit homer 17. Michael Busch hit homer 26. Ian Happ 3 for 5, 2 RBIs, 1 homer, 2 doubles, 2 runs. Saturday, Cubs went 4-3. Javier Assad went 6 strong, giving up 3 earned, 1 strikeout. Multi-hit games from Michael Busch, Kyle Tucker, Seiya Suzuki, and Ian Happ. And then yesterday's game was quite crazy. Rockies won 6-5. Rockies were up till Ian Happ hit a game-tying 3-run homer in the 8th. After that, Mickey Moniak came in the 9th inning with a walk-off triple. Tanner Gordon, 6 strong, 2 earns, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. Tough loss for the Cubs yesterday.
What do you always say?
Good teams win series, great teams sweep. I think the Cubs are going to be like the Yankees, and they're going to get knocked really early in the playoffs.
Oh God, why you always gotta talk negative about the Yankees? Everyone's just negative.
I'm not negative. It's just I just said what would happen if it's Boston. I'm just fearful with the Cubs.
I am fearful with the Cubs for sure.
Yeah. Oh, now you're fearful with the Cubs. So yeah. So
I mean,
okay.
Ian Happ though, good weekend. 3 hits on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 3-run home run on Sunday. He's been struggling this season. Cubs fans are kind of, I don't know. I feel like Cubs fans are kind of out on Ian Happ as a player. They want to see Casey get more reps. Casey, PCA, and Tucker kind of be that outfield. But in his last 15 days, Happ is hitting 318 with a 1025 OPS. Had the clutch 3-run home run last night. Obviously, didn't come to fruition. They lost the game, but Happ's not out on Happ. Let's give this guy some more run.
Casey got optioned back down, and they brought up Kevin Alcantara, which is also a big news because it's also September call-ups. I mean, Southfield, top prospect for the Reds, got called up this week. Yesterday, you also have the big news, the Carlos Santana news. Somebody said hopefully they take away the PlayStations and the Xboxes out of the Cubs locker clubhouse.
Wait, why?
There's an infamous story where it was reported. I saw it on Twitter, and it's actually a legitimate source that he was at the Phillies and he took down the Xbox or the PlayStation out of the clubhouse.
Why? Because he didn't want them playing.
Yeah, it was just something like that. I have to send it to you on Twitter. It was hilarious.
That's funny. Yeah, he signed with the Cubs. We also had Walker Buehler signing with the Phillies. He got cut by the Red Sox, and then I think it was a minor league deal with the Phillies. So, but
he is expected to join they're going to go to a 6-man rotation, Phillies.
And he's going to be good in Philly. They need a right-handed pitcher with Walker, Nola not being amazing. He's going to turn things around in Philly. I can see it. The Cubs this week, they got Atlanta and Washington, both for 3. So let's see them. Cubs need to have a good week.
They need to. On the Phillies. Phillies won 3 out of 4 against Atlanta. Phillies won 19-4. Aaron Nola went 6 strong, 4 earned. Kyle Schwarber had a 4-homer night, 9 RBIs, 4 for 6. Harper hit homer 22. Like I said, Kyle Schwarber is having an MVP hunt. like no other. Probably would be the MVP if Shohei Ohtani didn't exist. They won Friday 2-1. Ranger Suarez went 5 strong, 1 earned, 2 strikeouts. Bryce Elder 7 strong, 3 strikeouts. Johan Duran got the save. Phillies won on Saturday 3-2. Christopher Sanchez went 7 strong, 1 earned, 8 strikeouts. Chris Sale went 6 strong, 1 earned, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Trey Turner had a bunch of great plays at shortstop, hit a walk-off RBI single in the 10th, and going 3 for 4 and 2 doubles, both off Chris Sale. And then last night, 3-1. Braves won 3-1. Jesus Luzardo was great, and Hurston Waldrop was also great last night. And Drake Baldwin hit a go-ahead two-run homer in the ninth to give him the victory. I mean, tough season for the Braves, and I know it's a tough weekend, but I've been noticing that their pitching has gotten a lot better. It used to be not great, and they've been developing pitchers really well. I mean, Bryce Elder was one of the guys that they were complaining about, and he's pitching better. Hurston Waldrop looks like a guy. Sale's back. Maybe they fix Strider. Maybe they get it going next year. I don't know.
Yeah, they'll be a team. They'll have a high over-under win total next year, probably in the 80s, just because of the talent they have on the roster. Sale made his first start since June 18th. That rib injury, he returned. So Phillies, though, they've been playing great, man. I know they lost on Sunday, left a bit of a sour taste in their mouth, and they got swept by the Mets, but just feel like they kind of just take care of business, and they're 21 games over 500. The sky was falling for some people after that Mets series, and they just righted the ship over the weekend, calmly, coolly. They got a huge series against Milwaukee starting today. A rare Monday, Wednesday, Thursday series. They got Tuesday off. They made them work on Labor Day, but anyways. And then they got 3 in the fortress that is Lone Depot this weekend.
That's right, the fortress. Houston versus the Angels, a weird wraparound series. Angels are up currently 2 out of 3 right now on that series. We'll finish covering this series on the next pod, but as of now, Astros won on Friday. They won 2-0. Javier went 6 strong. Craig Kimbrell got a hold, so to our surprise. Angels won Saturday 4-1. Game was tied into the 9th, but then Brian Abreu blew it, giving up 3 earned. Oswald Peraza has been having himself a series for the Angels. He could be a guy for them. And then the Angels won yesterday 3-0. Oswald Peraza hit a homer. He went 2 for 4 with an RBI. Taylor Ward had a scary moment running into the Crawford boxes, and he left the game with his face covered in towels.
Yeah.
Joel Soriano and Hunter Brown had great starts as well. But we'll finish wrapping that series. Yeah, Jose. We'll finish wrapping up that series when we get back this end of the week. Guardians took 2 out of 3 from the Mariners. Guardians won on Friday, 5-4, honoring the 1995 AL champion pregame. George Kirby went 7 strong, 2 earned, 6 strikeouts, no walks. Andres Munoz blew the save. Brian Rocchio's single tied it, and then Stephen Kwan with an RBI sac fly. Saturday, Guardians won 4-3. Gavin Williams went 7 strong, 1 earned, 8 strikeouts. Been pitching really great as of late. Logan Gilbert gave up 3 in 6 innings, 6 strikeouts. J-Rod and Polanco went yard. Manzardo went yard. Kwan made a great defensive play. And Cade Smith made his first career 4-out save. But then the Mariners wrote the ship up, winning 4-2 as Randy Arozarena hit a homer and a 1 for 5 day, 2 RBI. Julio 2 for 4, 2 RBI, and then Bryce Miller went 6 strong with 2 earned, giving up 3 strikeouts. Thoughts on that one?
Honestly, no thoughts. I was just looking. Can you guess the team that has the second least amount of innings pitched among starting pitchers this season as a team?
Probably the Guardians.
The Dodgers.
Oh, well.
I was looking because I always feel like the Dodgers or the Guardians have guys go deep into the game. And like Gavin Williams is always throwing like close to 100 pitches. But Cleveland's 13th, right in the middle of the pack. The Dodgers are second to last, 652.2. Yeah. Last is the White Sox.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Let's combine these last 2 wild card East series. Pittsburgh and Boston. Pittsburgh took 2 out of 3. Paul Skeens winning Friday in his debut at Fenway Park.
He was taking Yeah, he was taking a lot of time looking around that stadium.
Yeah. I don't know
Pregame.
how you feel. I don't know how you feel about that one. Pitched 6 strong, 1 earned, 6 strikeouts. Peyton Hawley, 5 innings, 1 earned, 5 in the third, sorry. 2 earned, 8 strikeouts, 6'5", 250-pounder. 4-seam fastball was dominant throughout the game. Reds had a 2-run lead into the sixth, but Tommy Pham 2 RBI double to tie it. Pittsburgh led 4-2 and won that game. Johan Oviedo gave Saturday the Pittsburgh 5 strong, 2 earned, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, winning 10-3. Dustin May was not great. O'Neal Cruz hit a 426 bomb over the monster left center. Boston now has a 5-game losing streak, which was snapped yesterday as Jarren Duran
At home.
gave
At home. Home game. Home losing
at
streak.
home, which Jarren Duran broke it yesterday as the Red Sox won 5-2, going 2 for 2, 2 walks, 3 RBIs, and a homer. Lucas Giolito went 6 strong, 3 hits, 1 earned, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. Mitch Keller was good, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Combining that series with the other Central East mix-up, entanglement, as we would like to say these days, Brewers and Blue Jays. Brewers won 7-2 on Friday. Freddie Peralta went 6 strong with 8 strikeouts and a walk. 24 innings scoreless streak is the longest active in the major leagues. Shane Bieber pitched 5 1/3, 2 earned, 6 strikeouts. Been pitching pretty well since returning from injury. Andrew Vaughn 3 for 5, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. Game was 0-0 in the sixth until the Brewers scored 5 in the sixth and 2 in the seventh. Then Saturday, Brewers came in and had a great start from Quinn Priester. Brewers won 4-1. Priester went 6 strong, 0 earned, 3 strikeouts. Kevin Gosman went 7 strong, 1 earned, 8 strikeouts. Christian Yelich pitched. Priester pitched 6. Yelich got a homer. Churio got a homer, going back to back off Jeff Hoffman to break the tie, make it 3-1. Jeff Hoffman blew the save, allowing 3 earned. Jackson Churio returned from his first game since July 20th. Hit a homer, and Miles Straw robbed a homer in his first AB back. Abner Uribe with the save, and then the Blue Jays won yesterday 8-4 with RBIs from George Springer, Vlad Guerrero, Nathan Lukes, Ernie Clement, Tyler Heineman, Miles Straw, and you had home runs from Bryce Terang and William Contreras. But as we look at the overview of the East and wild card, big weekend for those wild card teams, as in the Mariners, who failed to take the opportunity, but other teams like the Yankees took the opportunity, and the East teams like the Yankees who ended up coming and gaining ground. Thoughts on those two series?
Well, yeah, Boston's got to take advantage of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh like randomly just shows up for some series. I know they're really good at home and have struggled on the road this season, but losing 2 or 3 to the Pirates, you got to feel like you left a lot of meat on the bone there in Boston. And then Toronto, this series worked out perfectly. The Yankees won the 2 days that the Brewers won and the Blue Jays lost. And, they lost a game on Sunday, but still net gained a game on Toronto after this weekend. And again, like Churio returned. So it was his first game since July 20th. He hit a home run in that game, and Miles Straw robbed a homer. So that was exciting. But I think the Jays are showing cracks a little bit here over the last couple of weeks. And if you look at what they did in August, 15-12, which is obviously really good, but 18-8 in July and 16-10 in June. Let's see what they do in the month of September. I'm pulling up their schedule right now. We talked about they have that 3-game set against the Reds. Then it's 3 in New York against the Yankees, 3 against Houston, 3 against Baltimore, 4 in Tampa Bay, 4 in Kansas City, 3 in Boston, 3 at home against Tampa Bay. So not necessarily the toughest schedule, but New York and Houston will be big series. Other than that, I guess it's a bunch of teams that currently aren't in playoff position outside of the Red Sox, second to last weekend of the year in Toronto, which will be helpful for them. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
huge week. We got some good series this week. Just looking at the calendar. Mets, Tigers. We got Milwaukee versus Philly. Obviously, Yankees, Astros is a big one. Seattle at Tampa Bay. So, Baltimore, San Diego. It's a good series.
Big series.
Milwaukee, Philly will be fun.
Yeah. We'll be back at the end of the week to review those series and the Yankees week that was. Again, make sure you follow us on Twitter. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure you on all streaming platforms. You click that subscribe button, Apple Music, Spotify. Make sure you follow the Substack articles. William has one coming soon. And again, YouTube. We're trying to get to 150 subscribers by the end of the year, so make sure you drop that follow. William, anything to close out today's pod?
No, that's it. Enjoy the Labor Day, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy the day off if you hopefully don't have to work. And we'll be back later in the week recapping these series. So, you got anything else, or is that it?
Nope, about to go on a run right now. So,
all right, enjoy. Luis, thanks as always, and thank you guys for listening. We'll be back later in the week. Until then, peace out.